table comes into the picture, questionல வந்து water table வந்துருச்சு அப்படின்னு கொடுத்துருந்தாங்க அப்படின்னா Terzaghi's equation, first pink formula shows the normal Terzaghi equation. UBC is equal to CNC plus gamma dnq plus 0.5 B gamma n gamma. For a strip footing, that is the UBC formula without the effect of water table. Now when the effect of water table comes into picture, we multiply RW1 and RW2 in the second and the third terms respectively. Second term oda gamma dnq RW1 plus 0.5 B gamma n gamma RW2. We multiply RW1 RW2 when water table comes into picture. So that is the formula. This is for strip footing. Circular footing na eppadi eluthanom 1.3 CNC plus gamma dnq RW1 plus 0.3 B gamma n gamma RW2. So now what is RW1 and what is RW2? RW1 is 0.5 into 1 plus ZW1 by D. D ingrathu depth of the foundation or depth of footing. What is ZW1? ZW1 அப்படிங்கிறது என்னன்னா, it is given that it is the distance from the ground level to the water table or from the ground level to the base of the footing, whichever is nearer. அதாவது sometimes water table, ground level water table ரெண்டுக்கும் உள்ள distance வந்து பக்கத்தில் இருக்கும். வாட்டர் டேபிள் கிரவுண்ட் லெவலுக்கு பக்கத்தில் இருந்துச்சு அப்படின்னா, இஃப் இட் இஸ் நியரர் தென் தேட் இஸ் டேக்கன் அஸ் ZW1. இஃப் water table is below the base of the footing, then we take ground level to the base of the footing. So whichever is smaller, ZW1 அப்படின்னா you have to measure the distance from the ground level to the water table, as well as you have to measure the distance from the ground level to the base of the footing. ரெண்டையும் மெஷர் பண்ணிவிட்டு ரெண்டில் எது சின்னதாக இருக்கோ அதை தான் நீங்கள் வந்து ZW1 எடுத்துக்கணும். ஓகே, whichever is smaller you take that. Then ZW2. What is ZW2? What is RW2? 0.5 into 1 plus ZW2 by B. Now what is ZW2? ZW2 is distance from the base of the footing to the water table. இது ரெண்டும் தரவா உங்களுக்கு மைண்டில் பதிஞ்சிருச்சு அப்படின்னா it is very easy to find ZW1 and ZW2. ZW2 means is the distance from the base of the footing to the water table and not vice versa, which means you should not take the distance from the water table to base of the footing. அப்படி எடுக்கக்கூடாது. It is always from the base of the footing to the water table, that is ZW2. Okay, so ZW1 and ZW2 you have to keep it in mind. Now another thing that you have to keep it in mind is whenever you encounter the second case, I will explain that later. Okay, we will see this picture. This is the first case. Totally there is 5 cases of water table. Totally there are 5 cases of water table which is possible in a foundation. Okay, first possible feature is you can see here the groundwater is below the groundwater is below the base of the footing. This is the first case. And what is ZW1? From the ground level to the base of the footing or from the ground level to the water table, whichever is smaller. இங்கே எது ஸ்மாலராக இருக்குது? ground level to base of the footing தான் ஸ்மாலாக இருக்குது. ground level to water table is bigger. So we take ZW1 as ground level to base of the footing, that is ZW1. And what is ZW2? It is always from the base of the footing to the water table. From the base of the footing to water table. What is here? இங்கே டைரெக்டாக உங்களுக்கு கிடச்சிருச்சு ZW2. That is the first step when you should see whenever water table problem is given. எங்கே water table இருக்குது and what are the ZW1 and what is ZW2 of that problem. That should be found out first. Second step is that you should see இப்போ ZW1 ZW2 ரெண்டும் இருக்கும்போது now see ZW2 value. The ZW2 value should be great if it is greater than if the ZW2 value is greater than B, then there is no effect of water table. When you encounter water table below the base of the footing, ZW1 ZW2 கண்டுபிடிப்பீங்க. Now if ZW2 value is greater than capital B, width of the footing, there is no effect of water table. No effect of water table na என்ன அர்த்தம்? RW1 RW2 இல்லை அப்படின்னு அர்த்தம். ஸோ நார்மலாக நீங்கள் இதுக்கு முன்னாடியெல்லாம் எப்படி ப்ராப்ளம் சால்வ் பண்ணோமோ RW1 RW2 இல்லாமல் you should solve the problem. Okay, I hope இது வரைக்கும் you have understood. This is the first case. Then second case of water table. Second case of water table வரும்போது the water table கொஞ்சம் கூட மேலே எழும்பிடுது. It is risen somewhat more. கொஞ்சம் கூட மேலே வருது. Now what is ZW1? Again you measure. ZW1 is always from the ground level to the base of the footing or from the ground level to the water table, whichever is smaller. இப்போ இங்கே எது ஸ்மாலராக இருக்குது? ZW1 தான் smaller. That is from the ground level to base of the footing the smaller. So that is taken as ZW1. Then what is ZW2? It is always from the base of the footing to the water table. இங்கேயும் you get ZW2. After getting ZW2, what should you check? Whether it is greater than width of the footing B or less than the width of the footing. If it is greater than the width of the footing, no effect of water table. அதான் first case. Second case என்ன இருக்கலாம்? ZW2 less than the width of the footing. If ZW2 is less than the width of the footing, then you should consider it as the second case. Water table is considered. Effect of water table is considered. So now you have to find RW1, RW2 and solve the problem. First, if ZW2 is greater than B, no effect of water table is there. ZW2 is less than B, then we have to consider the water table. When you are considering water table, இங்கே வந்து காமா ஆவரேஜ்னு ஒரு பெராமீட்டர் கண்டுபிடிக்கணும். வாட்டர் டேபிளோட எஃபெக்ட் வரும்போது அதுவும் இந்த செகண்ட் கேஸில் வாட்டர் டேபிள் வந்து கீழே இருக்குது, பேஸ் ஆஃப் த ஃபுட்டிங்க்கு கீழே இருக்குது. செகண்ட் கேஸ் வரும்போது யூ ஷுட் கன்சிடர் காமா ஆவரேஜ். Now what is gamma average? Unit weight taken as a average unit weight. எப்போ நம்ம ஆவரேஜ் எடுப்போம்? ஆல்வேஸ் ஏதாவது ரெண்டு எக்ஸ்ட்ரீம் கேசஸ் இருக்கும்போது மிடில் டேர்மாக எடுக்கிறதுக்காக we always go for average. Similarly யூனிட் வெயிட்டில் வந்து ட்ரை யூனிட் வெயிட் இருக்குது, வெட் யூனிட் வெயிட் இருக்குது. The portion of soil where the soil is dry unit weight. The portion of soil where unit weight is water is there the unit weight is saturated unit weight. So in the மாதிரி when you encounter two types of soil, then you have to find gamma average. How will you find gamma average? Especially in the picture you can see there are two cases below the base of the footing. Below the base of the footing you can encounter two cases, gamma 1, gamma 2. Gamma 1 is dry and gamma 2 is wet. Gamma 1 is dry and gamma 2 is wet. ஸோ காமா 1 வந்து எவ்வளோ டெப்த்துன்னு நமக்கு தெரியும். எவ்வளோ டெப்த்து காமா 1 இருக்கிறது, தட் இஸ் ZW2. You just remember this, gamma average கண்டுபிடிக்கணும். How to find gamma average, that you should remember in this case. எங்கே substitute பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னா I will tell later. Now how to find gamma average? ZW2 into gamma 1, that is the wet dry portion. Dry portion, the white portion below the base of the footing. How much? ZW2 into அதோட யூனிட் வெயிட் எவ்வளவு? gamma 1, that is 1 plus you have to consider எவ்வளோ லென்த்துக்கு கீழே போகுதுன்னு நமக்கு எப்போவுமே ப்ராப்ளமில் கொடுக்க மாட்டாங்க. what is the maximum depth at which எது வரைக்கும் soil is present ன்னு they will not give in the question. So we assume a imaginary depth b. bன்னு ஒரு imaginary depth consider பண்ணிக்கணும், that is below the base of the footing. bன்னு ஒரு imaginary depth consider பண்ணிக்கணும். அந்த imaginary depth வரைக்கும் தான் we are going to find the gamma average. So if you know ZW2 and if you know B, you can understand the remaining wet portion is B minus ZW2. So B minus ZW2 into அதோட unit weight, that is the wet portion. B minus ZW2, that is the depth of the wet portion. And what is the unit weight of the wet portion? Gamma 2 divided by what is the total depth you have considered for average unit weight? B. B is the imaginary depth you have considered. So that is B. So this is gamma average. In the ZW2 less than B irundal, then we have to go find this gamma average. And how to find this gamma average? I hope you have understood. Now we will move to the third case. Third case என்ன? First caseல water table is very below, so no effect of water table. அப்புறம் என்னாச்சு? கொஞ்சம் மேலே ரைஸ் ஆச்சு, that is second case. Second case வரப்போ we have to find gamma average. Now water table கொஞ்சம் மேலே ரைஸ் ஆயிடுச்சு, it has come to the base of the foundation. ஃபவுண்டேஷனோட பேஸ் வரைக்கும் வந்துருச்சு. What should you do? என்ன பண்ணணும்? If the foundation comes to the base of the foundation, again you have to find what is ZW1. What is ZW1 in this case? Always I said it is from the ground level to the base of the footing or from the ground level to the water table, whichever is smaller. In case 3, if you see, from the ground level to water table is same as from the ground level to base of the footing. So that is taken as ZW1. What is ZW2 by definition? It is the distance from the base of the footing to water table. இங்கே ஏதாவது distance இருக்கா? From the base of the footing to water table, any distance is there? No. No distance is present in between base of the footing and water table. So ZW2 is taken as 0. ZW2 is taken as 0. And what is the fourth case? Water table comes above. First very below, then it reached கொஞ்சம் மேலே, அப்புறம் it came to the base of the foundation. Now it has come above the base of the foundation. Very sorry. It has come above the base of the foundation. Now what should you do? Foundation ke மேலேயே வந்துருச்சு. Now what you should do? Now also effect of water table will be there. Find the ZW1 and ZW2. What is ZW1? It is the distance from the ground level to the base of the footing or from the ground level to the water table, whichever is smaller or whichever is nearer. Here what is near? From the ground level to water table is nearer. So that is taken as ZW1. ZW1. Okay. So and what is ZW2? It is always from the distance it is the distance from the base of the footing to water table. Is there any distance from the base of the footing to water table? No. From it always start from the base of the footing to water table. So அந்த மாதிரி இல்லை இங்கே. So ZW2 is 0 in this case. ZW2 is 0 in this case. நம்ம இப்போ பார்க்கும்போது above the base of the footing we encounter two different types of soil. One is dry portion and wet portion. இதுக்கு மேலே இருக்க கேஸை பாருங்கள், that is the second கேஸை பாருங்கள். We encounter two different types of soil below the base of the footing. இந்த கேஸில் பாருங்கள், fourth கேஸில் bottom pictureல பாருங்கள், we encounter two types of soil, dry soil and wet soil above the base of the footing. So here also we have to find gamma average. இங்கே வந்து for a depth of D we have to find the gamma average. For a depth of D, gamma average is, what is the dry portion? See the dry portion. What is the depth of the dry portion? ZW1. What is the unit weight of the dry portion? Gamma 1. So ZW1 into gamma 1 plus what is the wet portion present above the base of the footing? D minus ZW1. D minus ZW1 will give you the wet portion. So D minus ZW1 into what is the unit weight of the wet portion? Gamma 2 divided by what is the total depth you have considered, that is D. In the when you encounter case 2, that is case 2 வரும்போது encounter பண்ணும்போது you have to consider for imaginary depth B. When you encounter case 4, you have to consider for the depth capital D. டெப்த்துக்கு கன்சிடர் பண்ணணும். இங்கே வந்து வித்தோட டெப்த்துக்கு கன்சிடர் பண்ணியிருக்கோம் in case 2. So this இது வரைக்கும் you have understood ன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். Now we will move to the fifth case, last case. First caseல water is very below, அப்புறம் கொஞ்சம் ரைஸ் ஆச்சு, அப்புறம் it came to the base of the footing. Fourth caseல it came above the base of the footing. And fifth case, the water table comes to the ground level itself. Ground level ke வந்துருச்சு அப்படின்னா என்ன அர்த்தம்? Fully soil is saturated. Fully soil is saturated. No dry things at all. And what is ZW1 distance from the base of ground level to the base of the footing, or from the what? No ZW1 and no ZW2 in the they are 0 in the last case. There is no distance between them. அதனால ZW1 and ZW2 is considered to be 0 in the last case. So this is what I have been telling or teaching in the classes. இன்னும் புரியலனா I will put this recording of this also. You can hear it again in the YouTube channel போடுறேன். You can hear it again and you can clarify it also again with me. Okay, now we'll see a problem based on this 5 cases. We'll see a problem based on this 5 cases. We'll see having a given data. We are given a strip footing and we are given the safe bearing capacity as 560 kilonewton per meter square, and it is given that the width of the footing is 2 meter and the depth of the footing D as 1.2 meter, and the saturated unit weight angle of internal friction is 35 degree and the cohesion is 0, and the unit weight above the water table, which is the dry portion, is dry unit weight is 16.8 and the wet unit weight, that is saturated unit weight, is 18 kilonewton per meter cube, and the bearing capacity factors are 41.44, NQ is equal to 57.75 and N gamma is equal to 42.4. Now you have to find the factor of safety for all the 5 cases of water table. Okay, 5 cases of water table. What is the first question? First case is water table is 3 meter below the ground level. Ground level இருந்து 3 meter கீழே இருக்குது அப்படின்னு கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. So it is always good to draw the pictorial representation of the question to solve further. So a foundation is given. From the ground level, depth is given 1.2 meter. D is equal to 1.2 meter. And it is also given in the question the water table is 3 meter below the ground level. So 3 meter கீழே we have drawn the ground level. Water table, sorry, ground level இருந்து water table is drawn at 3 meter. You can see in the picture. And you can see the the white portion is dry unit weight and the blue color is the water with the soil, so that is saturated unit weight. Sat unit weight in போட்டிருக்கேன். You can see that. Then in the picture, from the picture itself you can get what is ZW1. You have to draw this. ZW1 is equal to எவ்வளவு? It is always from the base of the footing, from the ground level to the base of the footing. எவ்வளவு? That is ZW1. That is equal to எவ்வளவு? 1.2 meter. And ZW2 வேணும். What is ZW2? It is from the base of the footing to the water table. From the base of the footing to the water table. How much is ZW2 then? Total depth is 3. Water table வரைக்கும் 3. Base of the footing வரைக்கும் 1.2. So இது ரெண்டையும் minus பண்ணா you will get the remaining portion. That is ZW2. ZW2 is 3 minus 1.2, which is 1.8 meter. Now you have to find whether ZW2 is great. நான் முதல்ல சொன்னேன், it is ZW2 வந்தாலே இருந்தாலே you should always check whether it is greater than B or less than B. If it is greater than B, then there is no effect of water table. If it is less than B, then there is effect of water table. And we have to find gamma average. So நான் first explain பண்ண conceptல second case மாதிரி பட்டது தான் இது. Second case மாதிரி பட்டது. So you can see the same as second case. The ZW2 is less than B. What is ZW2? 1.8 meter. What is the width of the foundation given in the question? 3 meter. Sorry, 2 meter. You can see the width of the foundation is 2 meter. So 2 meter 1.8 meter compare பண்ணும்போது 1.8 is less than 2 meter. 1.8 is less than 2 meter. So there is effect of water table. 1.8 is less than 2 meters. So there is effect of water table. So effect of water table வருது and the water table is below the base of the footing. Then immediately you have to find gamma average. What is gamma average? As I said, this formula we know that ZW2 into gamma 1. That is, you should consider an imaginary line of depth B equal to 2 meter below the base of the footing. Or imaginary line, dotted lines la காமிச்சிருக்கேன் இந்த picturesல. Imaginary line is considered and that depth is 2 meter below the base of the footing. That why 2 meter? Imaginary depth of depth is considered. That depth is B ன்னு எடுத்துக்கணும், width ன்னு எடுத்துக்கணும். So you have got a width of depth 2 meter you have got a depth. Now below the base of the footing we encounter dry portion of soil and wet portion of soil. So 1.8 meter dry portion இருக்கு. The remaining, that is 2 minus 1.8, which is 0.2 meter we have you can see this picture. For this portion, this dry portion, in this dry portion we have 3 minus only consider below the base of the footing, because below the base of the footing we have two part of soil, dry part and wet part. So the dry part depth is 1.8 meter, the wet part depth is 0.2 meter. Dry part unit weight என்ன இருக்கும், dry unit weight இருக்கும். wet part என்ன unit weight இருக்கும், gamma sat இருக்கும். So அதை வச்சு in solving you will get this formula. This formula, gamma average formula, when you substitute you get 1.8, that is the dry portion, into that unit weight 16.8 that is given in the question, and the wet portion is 0.2 meter into the wet portion unit weight is 18 divided by the depth you have considered, that is 2, that is equal to 16.92 kilonewton per meter cube. 16.92 kilonewton per meter cube. Now you know that this is the formula when water table comes into picture. CNC plus gamma DNQ plus R gamma RW1 plus 0.5 B gamma N gamma RW2. Now firstலேருந்தே I have been telling second termல வர gamma வந்து above the base of the footingல இருக்கக்கூடிய gamma போடணும். இந்த pictureல you can see, இந்த caseல you can see above the base of the footing the soil is completely dry. So you put above the base of the footing normal dry gamma. Below the base of the footing the soil has two portions, that is half dry and half wet. So below the base of the footing we use gamma average. So third termல வர்றது வந்து gamma average போடணும். So I hope you have understood the first case. This is the first case. So இது இவ்வளோத்தையும் வச்சு UBC we are going to find. So what is the UBC? Step 1. UBC is the first 3 meter below the ground level. So you found out ZW1, ZW2 values, and the picture I have explained how to find ZW1 and ZW2, and the values substitute பண்ணுங்க. 0.5 into 1 plus that values ZW1 by D, ZW2 by B, so you get RW1, RW2. We have also found gamma average, the same thing I have explained in the picture. Now you substitute everything in the UBC. UBC la CNC, C is 0 in this problem, so C is equal to 0. NC, substitute NC value plus gamma DNQ. Gamma value is dry, gamma is dry 16.8 into D is depth 1.2 and NQ is 57.75 into RW1 கண்டுபிடிச்சு வச்சிருக்கோம், which is 1, plus 0.5 into 2 into width, 2 into gamma average value is also found out into 42.4 into 0.95. Now that value will be 1845 kilonewton per meter square. After finding NUBC, what is the second step? Find NUBC. How will you find NUBC? Just subtract gamma D from UBC. NUBC is equal to UBC minus gamma D. What is gamma D? Gamma, இந்த gamma Dல என்ன போட்டிங்களோ அதே gamma D தான் ஃபுல்லாக யூஸ் பண்ணோம். ஃபஸ்ட்டு UBCயில் ஒரு gamma D போடுறீங்களே அந்த gamma D தான் எல்லாத்துலேயும் யூஸ் பண்ணோம். இந்த கேஸ் ஃபுல்லாக 16.8 into 1.2. So you'll get 1824 kilonewton per meter square. And then step 3 is finding NSBC. What is NSBC? NUBC by factor of safety. I will go in the steps, I will go faster because this is all very clear. Firstலே நிறைய problems போட்டுட்டீங்க, அதனால் உங்களுக்கு இது கிளியராக இருக்கும். So NSBC is equal to 1824 by factor of safety. And a factor of safety தான் கண்டுபிடிக்கணும், so keep it as constant. Find SBC, we have just add gamma D to NSBC. Adding gamma D to NSBC you get 1824 by factor of safety plus 16.8 into 1.2. So or we also have another formula, SBC equal to load by area. Questionலே கொடுத்துருக்காங்க SBC அப்படியே கொடுத்துட்டாங்க. So that is taken 560 kilonewton per meter square. So is equating the 1 and 2, we will get equating the 1 and 2, you will get NSBC and SBC, just adding, and 560. Equating 1 and 2, we get factor of safety equal to 3.38. This is the first case. Second question is, if second case enna the same parameters ana water table is at different level. Second case 2, the water table is at ground level nu kuduthirukanga. Water table is at ground level na enna agum? There is no distance between, completely soil is filled with water. Completely soil is filled with water. So I will explain. You can first step another, draw the picture. Draw the picture. Water table is at ground level. You can see the water table is at ground level. Same foundation. And you see the base of the foundation, that is the depth, still the base of the foundation, which is 1.2 meter, and width is 2 meter, and soil is entirely filled with water table. The soil is entirely filled with water table na enna artham? Completely saturated unit weight is present. No dry unit weight in this case. In the case la dry unit weight irukadu. அப்போ என்ன ஆகும்? Z also you have to find ZW1, ZW2, because effect of water is there. So you have to find ZW1, ZW2. What is ZW1 here? There is no distance between the ground level and the base of the footing, or there is no distance between ground level and water table. So ZW1 is 0. And what is ZW2? The distance between base of the footing to the water table. There is no such distance here. So ZW2 is also 0. So you have to find RW1 and RW2. In the case la RW1 எப்போவுமே 0.5 இருக்கும், RW2 0.5 இருக்கும் இந்த கேஸில் எப்போவுமே. So that was the, sorry. So that was the case that we saw in the last. Similar to this case, the last case that we saw in that concepts explanation. So formula enna agona, CNC plus gamma D and Q are plus the above the base of the footing use பண்றதும் gamma sat தான், below the base of the footing use பண்றதும் gamma sat தான். Why? The entire soil is filled with water, so only saturated unit weight is present. So above the base of the footing also you have to put the picture apart, you should understand the concepts and solve it. So gamma sat is தான் போடணும். Below the base of the footing also soil is wet, so you have to put gamma sat in both the terms. So the formulas la, so we substitute that here. UBC is equal to CNC plus gamma sat D and Q RW1 plus 0.5 B gamma sat N gamma RW2. Why gamma sat in above the base of the footing and below the base of the footing? Both the cases soil is completely wet. So அதனால ரெண்டுலையுமே you should put gamma sat. Now as I said, RW1 RW2 is 0.5 in this case. Why? ZW1 and ZW2 are 0. அதனால ஷுவராக RW1 and RW2 will be 0.5. Now substitute everything in the formula. C is 0, NC is given in the question. So first term strikes off because C is 0. Then gamma sat is given in the question, 18 into D. 1.2 into 57.75 given in the question into RW1 0.5 plus 0.5 into B is given 2 into 18 n gamma sat is 18 n gamma is 42.4 and RW2 is 0.5. Substituting this you get the answer as 1005.3. Now NUBC is just subtracting gamma D from UBC. இப்போ போடும்போது gamma D என்ன போடணும்? We should be clear. மேலே இருக்க செகண்ட் டேர்மில் என்ன gamma D யூஸ் பண்ணுறீங்களோ அந்த gamma D தான் இங்கேயும் போடணும். செகண்ட் டேர்மில் என்ன யூஸ் பண்ணீங்க? gamma sat D. ஸோ இங்கேயும் அதே தான் போடணும். gamma sat D. So you'll get 1005.3 minus gamma sat 18 into D is 1.2. So you'll get 983.7. Now what is net safe bearing capacity? Just divide by factor of safety. But we don't know factor of safety, so keep it as such. Then we find SBC. What is SBC? Just adding gamma D to step 3. Gamma D add பண்ணுங்க. So you'll get what gamma D you should use here? ஃபஸ்ட்டில் யூஸ் பண்ண அந்த gamma D. அங்கே gamma sat போட்டிங்கன்னா இங்கேயும் என்ன தான் யூஸ் பண்ணணும்? gamma sat தான் யூஸ் பண்ணணும். So you'll get gamma sat add பண்ணணும் here. So you'll get 983.4 also given in the question as 560. So equating these two we will get it as factor of safety as 1.82. So now we are moving to the third case. Third case la question என்னன்னா water table is 4 meter below the ground level. Other parameters remain the same, but now water table is changing. Water table is going to the third case. 4 meter below the ground level. 4 meter below the ground level. Now you should draw it first. Always it is better to draw the condition first like this. First the foundation oda depth 1.2 meter, width 2 meter. Now water table is 4 meter below the ground level. Ground level இருந்து 4 meter கீழே இருக்கு. So that is shown in the picture. It is 4 meter below the ground level. Now what is ZW1? ZW1 is how much? 1.2 meter. As you know, it is the distance from the ground level to the base of the footing. Here ZW1 picture la illa, but ZW1 is 1.2. What is ZW2? From the base of the footing to the water table. From the base of the footing to the water table, that is ZW2. So ZW2 வந்தாலே என்ன பண்ணணும்னு சொல்லியிருக்கேன்? You should always compare it with the base of the footing. So compare it with the base of the footing. In this case, ZW2 is 2.8. How do you get 2.8? Total depth is from the ground level 4 meter minus depth 1.2 meter will give you 2.8 meter. So that 2.8 meter is compared with the width of the footing. Which is greater? 2.8 is greater than 2. So what do you get? If ZW2 is greater than B, then there is no effect of water table. You should assume that the soil is completely dry. No water is present. No water table is present. So the formula is normal formula CNC plus gamma DNQ plus 0.5 B gamma N gamma. So use the normal formula and you find the entire things. First நீங்கள் last classல பார்த்த மாதிரி find the UBC. This is easy because gamma normal case, no dry, no water table effect ன்னு எடுத்துக்கணும். So this substitute everything as gamma. There is no presence of water at all. So substitute everything as gamma. The other steps remain the same as the last case. Steps are same. Finding NSBC, just dividing factor of safety, add gamma D and equal to 560, you get the factor of safety. Now next is the fourth case. Water table is 0.5 meter below the ground level. So when you draw the picture, you will get it as, when you draw the picture, you get it like this. When you draw the picture, you get it like this. Left side picture, the depth of the foundation is 1.2 meter. Fourth case question enna kuduthirukanga, the depth of the water is 0.5 meter below the ground level. So 0.5 meter keela draw the water table. So water table adu keela full water. Now above the base of the footing, depth is 1.2 meter. Here ZW2 is 0 because there is no distance from the base of the footing to water table. It should always start from மேலே base of the footing கீழே இருந்தால் தான் ZW2 வரும். ZW2 வந்து base of the footing மேலே போயிருச்சுன்னா இருக்காது. So ZW2 is 0 here. So ZW2 is 0 here. And what is ZW1? It is the distance from the from the ground level to the water table, or from the ground level to the base of the footing, whichever is smaller. இங்கே எது smaller? Ground level to water table is smaller, so that depth is taken as 0.5. ZW1. Okay, now ZW2 is 0, and above the base of the footing we see two types of soil. One is wet soil. Some portion we have wet soil and some portion we have dry soil. Above the base of the footing we encounter two types of soil. Some portion is dry, some portion is wet. So அந்த எவ்வளோ டெப்த்துக்கு வெட் இருக்கு above the base of the footing? 1.2 minus 0.5. How much it is? 0.7 meter. So for 0.7 meter the soil is wet. And how much portion is dry? 0.5 meter is dry. So when you encounter two types of soil, either above or below, you should always find gamma average. Gamma average என்னது? Gamma average is dry portion 0.5 into அதோட unit weight என்ன? Dry unit weight, that is 16.8 plus how much is the wet portion above the base of the footing? 0.7 into how much is this unit weight? 18. That divided by the depth you have considered, which is 1.2 meter, will give you 17.5 kilonewton per meter square. Now the formula becomes CNC plus gamma D NQ RW1 plus 0.5 B gamma N gamma RW2. You know that. Gamma D ல என்ன போடுவோம்? Above the base of the footing gamma. Above the base of the footing தான் we are encountering two types of soil there. What are they? Dry and wet. அதனால தான் என்ன கண்டுபிடிச்சு வச்சிருக்கோம்? Gamma average கண்டுபிடிச்சு வச்சிருக்கோம். So above the base of the footing, since we encountered two types of soil, we found out gamma average. That gamma average is taken for above the base of the footing term, gamma D. Now plus 0.5 B gamma N gamma. அந்த gamma என்ன போடணும்? Below the base of the footing gamma போடணும். Below the base of the footing the soil is entirely wet. So since the soil is entirely wet, you should take what unit weight? Saturated unit weight. So below the base of the footing we go for gamma sat. So that's how we got this formula. We will use this formula to find the UBC. So that the formula is used. Above the base of the footing gamma average, below the base of the footing it is gamma sat. So you'll get RW1 is equal to, substitute the things, ZW1 is 0.5, ZW2 is 0, substitute the things and find gamma average. The same I explained in the picture. Now substitute everything here. You'll get 1230.5. Now find the second case NUBC, just subtract gamma D. அங்கே gamma D செகண்ட் டேர்மில் என்ன யூஸ் பண்ணோம், gamma ஆவரேஜ் யூஸ் பண்ணோம். ஸோ அதே தான் இங்கே யூஸ் பண்ணோம், gamma ஆவரேஜ் D. ஸோ அங்கே நீங்கள் gamma sat D யூஸ் பண்ணிங்கன்னா இங்கேயும் gamma sat D போடணும். அங்கே நீங்கள் gamma D போட்டிங்கன்னா இங்கே வெறும் gamma D போடணும். that you should be careful. NSBC just divide factor of safety. SBC just add gamma average D. So you'll get this. Also they are given in the question SBC. So equate these two to find the factor of safety. So this is the fourth case. The last case is water table is at base of the footing. Water table is at base of the footing. When water table is at base of the footing, you'll get this as the picture. The depth of the foundation is 1.2 meter. At the base of the footing we have the water table. So இப்போ என்ன ஆகுது, the dry portion is dry unit weight, wet portion has a unit weight of saturated unit weight. Now find ZW1. ZW1 is the distance from the water table, from the ground level to the water table. How much it is? It is 1.2 meter. What is ZW2? The distance from the base of the footing to the water table. There is no distance between water table and the base of the footing, so that is taken as 0. ZW2 is taken as 0. So now what will be your equation? CNC plus gamma D NQ another above the base of the footing. So gamma D NQ is above the base of the footing. Above the base of the footing soil is dry, so you should use gamma D. And 0.5 B gamma N gamma போடும்போது below the base of the footing. Below the base of the footing soil is entirely wet, so you should use gamma sat in the third term of the equation. Now you will use this formula in finding UBC. UBC is equal to, the second term is normal gamma, below the base is gamma sat. So substituting in that equation RW1 and RW2 you find, substituting you find this 1551.3, and you will find NUBC as just subtract gamma D. Since you have used gamma D in the above the base of the footing, here second termல என்ன gamma D போடுறீங்களோ அதே தான் த்ரூ அவுட் போடணும் அந்த கேஸ்க்கு. மைனஸ் gamma D, you'll get 1531.48. so you'll get NSBC, just divide NUBC by factor of safety. What is SBC? Just add gamma D to the NSBC. So I'll get this equation, and it is also given for SBC in the question. So you'll get so equating these two terms, we will get another term, that is a factor of safety is equal to 2.83. So